Hello, I'm Alida, your writing coach at Word Essential. Today's writing tip is about scheming characters, or characters who tell us what they're plotting to do. I see this in manuscripts all the time. Stop it. It occurs especially often with the antagonist of the piece. Now, for the villain to tell the reader what he's plotting, he must have a point of view. Otherwise, we wouldn't know what's going through his devious little mind until the protagonist does. Just because you've put a black hat on a character's head does not earn him a point of view. Many writers I've worked with seem to think that giving the antagonist a point of view will increase the dramatic tension of the story by showing the reader what the protagonist is in for. Unfortunately, that's not true, and you've wasted a lot of ink getting inside your villain's head in the least effective manner possible. When your villain tells us what he's planning for the hero, it doesn't up the tension. It destroys tension. Readers want and deserve to be surprised by the action along with the hero. One of your sharpest tools in the writer's toolbox is the power of suspense. Look, if you're planning to hide around the corner and say boo when your brother comes into the room, you are not going to tell him your plan in advance. Psst. Hey, Dana, I'm going to go hide around that corner. I'm going to crouch down so you can't see me. And then when you come around the door, I'm going to go boo. And it's going to really scare you. Okay. Right, you wouldn't do that. And neither should your antagonist. Your villain needs to scheme his evil deeds naturally, but keep them off the page where they belong. If your villain has a point of view, make certain you do not allow it to spoil your suspense. I was recently having a discussion with a client about his antagonist's point of view. He made a great case for why she should have her point of view. Unfortunately for his antagonist, I made a better case for why she hadn't earned it, and moreover for how she was spoiling the impactfulness of his story. He knew I give my antagonist a point of view in the Skog Hall series, which led us to discuss one of the reasons for giving a villain a point of view. I do it because I want to explore the issues around the plot, in this case murders, from multiple perspectives. I take a nothing is truly black and white approach to storytelling. In Skog Hall, I give my protagonist a point of view, my ghost victim, and my antagonist points of view as well. When I'm in my antagonist's head, I'm examining questions like, what made him this way? What is his motivation? How does he relate to people in his life outside of the killing? In the first book, The Murder in Skog Hall, the killer is a Vietnam veteran with PTSD. So there were questions of how war damages a psyche, social responsibility, even healthcare and public attitudes toward the veterans in question. In Dark Corners in Skog Hall, the killer is a young psychopath. So I explore questions of how such a person can exist in society and even manipulate others to do something so atrocious as kill a human being. You do see my psychopath stalking Jess. It's pretty much a given that he's going to do that, so it doesn't spoil anything. What you do not see is him telling everybody what he's going to do to Jess once he gets his hands on her, neither in his dialogue nor in his thoughts. So, here's your 60-second writing tip on scheming characters. Wearing the black hat does not entitle your antagonist to a point of view. If you give your antagonist a point of view, do not allow him to tell the reader in any way what he is plotting to do to the hero. Just like you don't want to telegraph your moves in a fight or have a tell in a game of poker, you don't want your antagonist to spoil your story for the reader. The solution to this problem is the most simple of all: cut. Remove any material from your story in which your antagonist is explaining his evil plans on the page. When you remove all of those spoilers, look at what's left. Is there enough material in this character's point of view to justify it? If not, that point of view was only a poor attempt at raising tension, one that actually ruined your tension. So cut the point of view, you don't need it. If you have valid reasons for giving your antagonist a point of view that increases the impactfulness of your story, make sure your antagonist is fully developed so he can carry the point of view. And then go for it, with my blessing. All right, that's today's 60-second writing tip. I'm Alida, your writing coach at Word Essential. Have a great writing day. That was today's 60-second writing tip. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something that you can now apply to your story craft. And if you're writing a book, fiction or nonfiction, I would be happy to help you. I'm a developmental editor and a writing coach, and I help people from idea generation through final revision. I teach people storycraft while focusing on your specific project and your personal needs. Check out wordessential.com. While you're there, please sign up for my email list. You will receive the 9-page PDF booklet, The Word Essential Guide to Revision. Covers fiction and nonfiction. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great writing day. Hello. Well, that sucked. Reach across the table, try not to spill my iced coffee.